Good morning, friends. I'm back. Um, I'm going to show this little journal that is a custom job, so it'll be shipped out Monday with the mail. She asked for a pretty cover to go with it, so I found an old dresser scarf that's got embroidery and some applique on it. Put a little button here, and then it just opens up, and it's a sewing theme journal. So it's an old Reader's Digest that's been painted, and then I've put a front and back on. This is just some printed, I mean it's fabric, it's not an embroidery, it's fabric. And then I put a little cluster of buttons and a dragonfly here. In the back I put a pretty little cluster of some old lace work, some buttons, safety pins, and some charms. There's a key and a little hand here. And then the back I've covered, I think it was a cereal box, covered it with the fabric and attached it to the back. There's a seam binding tie. Hold it together. She wanted it to be mainly a writing journal and not junked up a whole lot, so I tried to restrain myself. That's hard to do. Okay, so the front has a pocket that she can put bits and pieces of things in. I've started it for her. Just some more writing space. This is a fun little digital that I scanned. It was an old music book, and the front page had, I mean, this was huge. It was probably twice as big as this page here, but I scanned it and then shrunk it down, and it says presented to, and then 18. It just has a place for 1800 whatever. So you know how old that is. And then my little thank you card. And then each signature is surrounded by this pretty wallflower print. You can find that on my Etsy store. And then this was kind of fun. It was just in some of my old sewing ephemera boxes. And the hooks and I were just dangling off of this thing, so I thought that would be kind of fun to attach to a sewing themed journal. There's just a lot of writing space in here. It's not all junked up with attachments and things. There's a few pages that have tuck spots, etc., but not very many. So here's a little tuck spot here made from an old ledger page folded over on itself. I saw that on somebody's YouTube, so it's kind of fun to use that. And then here's just a place to journal. And then I made this little guy. He's a Tim Holtz paper doll, and I put some wings behind him. I found some wings on a walk the other day, and they were just in perfect shape, so I scanned them and I made a digital out of them, and you can go on my Etsy store and find those. Okay, and so here's more writing space. I found an old paper clip in the driveway the other day, so it's just in perfect shape for a junk journal. And then here's a little tuck spot. I reinforced one of these old snap cards, reinforced the back of it, and so it makes a nice little tuck spot. This is just some extra writing space. This was a scan of an old, it might even be that music book. I can't remember. Anyway, it was the end pages from an old book. more writing pages. And then on this middle, I have just glued 2 pages together, made a little tuck spot. And here again is that same end paper, but just digitized and optimized a little different, so it gives it a little different color. So I just put it here to look like it's just tucked over here, nice and safe. Another little, oh golly, what are they called? Flashcards, subtraction flashcards. Just an envelope with some extra writing space in. These are on my Etsy store. They're just Dresden plate scans and then cut down so that they make nice little tuck spots. Here's a little envelope, extra buttons envelope, and there's 3 extra buttons in there. And this is kind of fun. This is an old hair clip. Another Dresden plate, corner tuck with some more writing space. Oh, I forgot to mention the middles of every signature. There's 3 signatures with 8 pages a piece, and the middles have long strings left, and I tied some buttons to the bottom. She can cut those off if she wants. I just thought I'd add them. They're just kind of fun for a sewing journal. And the lady that's ultimately going to get this, she likes buttons. More journaling space. And then the back has another pocket as well, with some extra journaling paper. So that's that. We'll get that in the mail Monday. I also wanted to share something that I came across. A good friend of mine was cleaning out her home, which was owned by her aunt or her great aunt. It might be her great aunt. Anyway, she came across some really awesome books and magazines that some of them she gave to me and some of them she sold to me. So I'm just thrilled to have these. This was something really I'd never seen before. It's a shorthand dictionary. And so there's the ABCs along the side. So, and it's copyright 1910. And so you come along here and you see the words, and this is what the symbols, the shorthand symbols for those words are. I can't imagine learning these things. They look the same. I mean, I don't know how the ladies did it, but my goodness. I'm sorry, my lighting is so bad. It's kind of a cloudy day today. And I'm right next to a window, and I have a light on above the window. It's still not very good lighting, but we'll muddle through. So I just thought this would be fun for you guys to keep your eyes peeled for books like this. Another cool book from back in the day. It's a stenotype reader. So this was, I think it was a workbook for ladies who took stenotype classes on these machines, like in a courtroom and all. You remember seeing these machines? The stenographer would be typing it all up. So here we go. Here's a lesson number 10, word exercise. So I don't know how you read those things, but won't those make fun little pages in a journal? I don't know. I don't know how they read that when it's all said and done. And then I got a great big box full of the American Home magazine. This one is June 1930, and I think there were some from 1929 as well. And they're huge. They're huge books or magazines. and the graphics are great. The advertisements are wonderful. So my mind is just going crazy with how I'm going to use some of these pages. And also new on my Etsy store, I wanted to share. I talked about the wings a little bit ago, so here's the little. This is what you'll get. I've done some cutting already. So all you have to do is you just cut these out, and then you put them either in your journal, fussy cut around the wings, and put them wherever you want in your journal or your scrapbook. I had a picture of a great aunt that I fussy cut around, and then I put the wings behind her. So, and this is her on some background, a background page that I've been working on, some artistic backgrounds, and then I just put some sheet music within the artistic background, and then I put my little ant with her wings there. Also on my new Etsy store, or my Etsy store, something new in the Etsy store are these little Halloween images. They're old vintage Halloween postcards, and so I just made them small so they'll make for nice little inserts. Plus I got to thinking little hands will love playing with these little Halloween cards. So you can use them in your junk journals, or if you've got kids who like to play with little cards, won't this be fun for them? So there's 4 different pages, 4 different sets. This one is set 1 on my Etsy store. This one's set 2. You get 24 different cards per set. And here's set 3. And these were all of set 4 that I'd already started to cut them apart. And then I watched one of Tracy Fox's, excuse me, one of Tracy Fox's tutorials on making some little slides. And this is so much fun, and I just got started doing them, and I almost can't stop. So if you get a chance, go to Tracy Fox videos and look up the slide tutorial. And she shows how you can do it with minimal supplies, and that's what you need, is just a minimal supply to do something so awesome. These will be fun to tuck in my journals. Gives you extra space for journaling. And use up some supplies that you already have waiting to do. Oh, I was going to glue that little snippet on. So I hope this finds you well, and just enjoying life, and I'm just glad to be part of your day, and I hope you make it a good one. I'm going to try to make it a good one. I'm going to go fishing later this afternoon, so any day you can go fishing is a good day in my book. Have a good day, friends. Bye.